Hello. How's it going? Friends and enemies, distinguished guests, people who are in possession of souls. Yesterday, I started a new segment on the channel. It's like RightBigChimken gets experimental. The plan was that I would play a game once, I would be satisfied, and I would never want to touch it again. That didn't turn out very well because I've been playing Megabonk all day, and it might be to sort of keep my brain off the floor, like scrape my brain off the floor. I don't entirely know off the floor. But we've had some stuff going on today which we are going to talk about. Megabonk is digital cocaine 100%. Thank you very much for being here, One-Eyed Freakbot. Hope you're good. We're going to talk about some emotional stuff first, but we will get to Megabonk eventually. But as I said, I was going to play this game once on stream. It was going to be a whole time. But I like it. So if this is a game I play once and then dip type deal, in this case, it isn't. So it's now my job to come up with these ridiculous freaking titles that loosely relate to. Basically, the first stream that I did was my one night stand with Megabonk, right? My one night stand with Megabonk. And now I'm in a friends with benefits sort of deal with Megabonk. And then there will be future ones. Like I've written a couple. One's like, I adopt a puppy with Megabonk. And Megabonk invites me to meet their parents, and we're just gonna continue to roll it like that. It tickles my brain massively. And that's what I'm just going steady with Megabonk. That's exactly the vibe that I'm going for. The thumbnail is custom. I've got like a Megabonk screenshot, but it's like yesterday's one was a croissant and a cup of tea on a bed with a tablet on the bed with a Megabonk screenshot on it. Tonight is two people sat on a sofa. Tonight is two people sat on a sofa holding a tablet between the two of them, looking at a Megabonk screenshot. Megabonk pregnancy scare. This is perfect. This is exactly what I'm going for. Because if any game is going to fit into this category, married and amicably but divorced from Megabonk, visitations allowed on weekends. If any game is going to fit into this category for me in terms of previous experience, roguelites, whatever the technical term is, because I have this real thing where I will pick one up, I will play it once and never want to play it again, or it will stick around for weeks and it's all I freaking think about. And Megabonk was such a nice time yesterday, and it's been a little bit of a day. We're going to talk about that in a second. Megabonk is here today. That's it. I feel like I'm justifying it. I don't need to justify it. Before we get too far ahead with the emotional conversation, I'm going to read through chat real quick. And then we're sort of caught up and I'm not missing anybody's comments. Kara, thank you very much for the first. Chat, if you'd like to join us on Bongo Cat, you can download the Bongo Cat app, available on Steam. There is a Bongo Cat lobby code pinned to chat right now, and if you use that lobby code in the app, you will join me on screen here. Every time you type on your PC, your arms go up and down. It's an entire experience. It's all about community building for me. I like having this there. I like having people displayed here when they are available, but I do not hold you to it. If you don't want to appear on screen, don't worry about it. Also, I will reintroduce you to my cock, Big Rick. My cock has a six-pack. Does your cock have a six-pack? I bet it doesn't. He will be absolutely jorking it in the top right-hand corner of the screen for the entire time. He's currently on holiday, and we have some gains to spend because I do keep forgetting to spend them. But we will get to my cock later if I remember. Also, you can emote and you can type like that. See Seedless doing it. It's very exciting. DollyWhiskers, welcome, and I hope you're good. Volcom Ryan, welcome, and I hope you're good as well. DollyWhiskers with the hydrate. Curse, thank you very much for the contribution, chat. If you go to your channel point menu down here, there is a community challenge currently running. Any channel points entered into that community challenge will be refunded to you at the end of a 30-day period. It's all about teaching you a life skill. It's all about teaching you how to save. It's all about giving you the power to afford my more expensive channel point redeems. Cursed, I've said your name, but thank you for hitting me with your chair. I'll just roll with it. Cursed, it's going hump day here. I hope it is going good. One-Eyed Freakbot, thank you for the quiet hello and welcome in. Evil Seedlet, you're looking fabulous with the 80 stream streak. Evil Seedlet, thank you very much for the contribution. You've basically gone through the list and given me a bunch of example titles. This is exactly the sort of like so if there's a roguelike in RightBigChimken Gets Experimental, or any game really that's going to fit into that space, it's going to be like, why is RightBigChimken the Twitch streamer in a remote relationship with Tekken? You get the idea? You get the idea? Because realistically, I might play Tekken once. I might play it 50 times. But at the same time, Megabonk isn't really a playthrough game. If I was a streamer that was going to sit here and do 100% of every single Megabonk achievement, and it was going to be like an arc, and you're all going to see every single aspect of that, fine. But I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to lie to you on the fact that I'm going to do that. I'm going to play this off stream. You're going to miss a bunch of experiences and character unlocks and shit. We'll just roll with it for as long as we physically feel we are able, and then sooner or later I will be in a relationship with another game. That's it. Kara, thank you very much for the contribution. Jura, thank you very much for the contribution, and a hydrate. Okay, so I'm just going to preface this before it sounds really fucking dramatic. I'm going to preface this before it gets really freaking dramatic that I'm going to turn the music entirely off. And if you've been in the community for long enough, you know I don't do that. Usually there would be background noise, but I feel like this deserves a proper explanation. I would just like to preface the entire thing, because if anybody's going into blind panic and you know what I'm going to talk about, it's not bad news. So it's off. So you get to listen to me speak. So, in September, we took this cat to the vet because he had something sticky on his paw. And between the beans, there was something between his paw and it irritated his skin, and it was a whole experience, and they washed it off and they cleaned it off and he went onto steroids. Fine. 3 months later, we took him back for a follow-up appointment, and they said the healing process was going in the right direction, etc., etc. They put him on a cream instead of pills. They put him on a cream instead of pills, and then we just rubbed it on his feet on a regular basis, and it was fine. A month later, we took him into the vet, and they're very concerned because two of his paw. I think I talked about this yesterday. I'm not entirely sure how many cat paws, how many fingers a cat paw has. Either way, two of his have gone stiff, and that was a big old concern, and they set the old alarm bells ringing, because we have previous experience with an animal having like a severe, they had the big C word, but it was like olfactory. It was like dead center of their forehead. It killed them. In this case, George could still have cancer. He could still have cancer, but when we took Dolly in for the first time, we took them for an x-ray. This is Dolly the cat, the previous cat. When we took them for an x-ray, they got the x-ray back and went, okay, well, you're going to go for further testing, but this is cancer. Realistically, all this further testing is going to tell you is what type of cancer it is and what sort of palliative care they're going to need. And because me and Dolly are respectable pet owners, we took them out, they got scanned, we found out what cancer it was, and Dolly lived on for another 6 months, I think, after diagnosis. In George's case, they don't know, which we're sort of focusing on as a positive, because there's been some bone restructuring in his toe, like there's been an injury, but that could be two things. It could be osteomyelitis, which is a bone infection, which is basically where the whatever makes up a bone of anybody, a person can get osteomyelitis, whatever function your bones have other than structural. You can get an infection in it, and what it does is your body just basically goes, well, we're going to kill off this bone and replace it with new bone. And whatever is happening, that is going on in George's paw right now. The outcome being, it could be osteomyelitis. The bone regrowth could be caused by a mass. So what have they done? They took an x-ray. They noticed the bone restructuring. They took a biopsy, and that works in two ways. If it is osteomyelitis is recoverable in two ways. in 2 ways. If it is osteomyelitis, he's going on some antibiotics, which I'm picking up from the vet tomorrow. They didn't have it fluid today, so I have to pick up the antibiotics tomorrow. And in 2 weeks, if those antibiotics have done their job, whatever infection that he's got will be bumped on the head, and he might have movement back in his paw. He might have function back in his paw. It's all about killing the infection. It's all about pain relief. It's all about getting that function back to his paw. So in 2 weeks, theoretically, that could happen. In 2 weeks, theoretically, that could happen. A side effect from the biopsy also is that they have sent it away for cultures. So on Saturday, they will tell us whether or not the antibiotics he's on are correct and whether or not we should keep going with them or whether or not he requires something else. So in 2 weeks, theoretically, if everything goes as planned, he could have function back in the paw and the entire saga of George's paw foot is over. But he might not get function back in the paw. And in which situation, if that is the case, he will have to have that toe removed. Which, in the grander scheme of things, I didn't know this until we started doing sort of like deep diving research into this as a problem. Dogs and cats are actually very adaptive when it comes to amputations. There's however many dogs and cats out there that are tripods that have had their entire leg removed. There is absolutely no sign in George that whatever is going on with him is spread up anywhere into the rest of his body or his leg. In fact, the positive that we've taken from the experience is he's been hobbling around the house and he's got full motion in his wrist, because every time he's walking around, his paw's going like this. And if he was in absolute agony, that would have ceased. Or in the way that his toes have stiffened up, if he had stiffened up his wrist as well, this wouldn't be happening. But alternative, that's the osteomyelitis route. If it is cancer, they've sent it away, the biopsy away for, I'm not sure if it's classified as cultures or just review. If they discover cancer cells, it's basically the same process without the antibiotic, 2 weeks. In however many amount of time that we get the biopsy back and that we find out it's cancer. They took a culture and a biopsy. Sorry, they're two separate things. The culture will come back on Friday and tell us what kind of infection he has, and will let us know if he's on the right kind of infection. The biopsy will take 7 days to come back and will tell us if it's cancer or not. This is what I was just saying. That's what I was just saying. So it could still be cancer. But it's non-aggressive considering how long he's been sort of dealing with this as an issue. And if it is cancer, it basically equals exactly the same result. He will have to have that toe removed. Cats are massively adaptive, assuming that it is not elsewhere in his paw. And if it is elsewhere in his paw, there's always the option of slightly higher up the arm amputation, and he will regain some better lease on life. But he is back in the house now. He is perfectly fine. He is being himself. He has even got a little bit more function in the paw now because they've given him quite high-dose painkillers today, I assume. So he's walking about the house chatting nicely. Personality-wise, he's perfect. He's eating, he's drinking, he's sleeping, he's affectionate. We have no grander concerns in that way, but I want to sort of like pitch this as a positive result. Because when people started saying cancer, we sort of went into DEFCON 1 because of obviously our previous experience with Dolly the cat. We took them for an x-ray and basically it was all she wrote. Anything past that point we did because we wanted to give them the best care possible for as long as possible. We are pet owners that do not want to give our animals chemotherapy, especially a cat, because they're just not going to understand it. They're going to be taken to a room sometime, they're going to be injected with something, they're getting poisoned, they don't know why, they're in pain, and as much as it might do something, there's no guarantee. So we're not going to put any animal that we care about through that sort of pain. But George is an indoor cat, has been an indoor cat all of his life, reasonably at 15. He could do another 5 years. We are going to take the best possible care of him. We have the right insurances. We're going to try and keep him sort of happy and as comfortable as possible for as long as possible. And if that's with us, even better, because we absolutely adore him. Me and my partner DollyWhiskers, the person, not the cat. We're not having kids. We lump all of our affection on our animals and each other. He is massively important to us, and I know he is, like, I know a lot of people love him in the community as well, so this is sort of where we're at. It could still be cancer, but it's different this time. I've sort of talked about the mantra that we're currently living by in this house. It's different this time. Me and DollyWhiskers are different. We went through something utterly, sort of looking back at it now. I was talking to some of the vets about it today, and the vet, while I was waiting to pick up George, we went through something utterly horrible when it came to Dolly the cat dying. Their case was exceedingly severe. Also a little bit rare in the sense that where it appeared and why it was so bad for them, because little do people know, if you cut off a cat's sense of smell, they don't want to eat anything. So where it affected their olfactory, it pushed into one of their eyes, it pushed into their nasal cavity. They had a decreased ability to smell anything, didn't want to eat food, and realistically, as soon as they had diagnosis, it was sort of an all she wrote type deal. But George is a completely different cell. Yeah, I won't say I'm positive. I won't say I'm positive on the situation because I have previous traumas in relation to the C word. But I feel, I don't know. I don't feel better. I feel like we have options this time around, which is extremely different to where we were 2.5 years ago with Dolly the cat. So George is comfortable. George is absolutely chatting up a storm. I would like to share a story with you about George real quick, and then I will touch upon something that I think if you've been in the community for a long period of time, you will know I'm uncomfortable with. But I'm going to do it anyway because I've been gifted this position. And I know a lot of other people do it, and the fact that I don't do it, there's a line here somewhere, and I don't want to cross it too hard, so we'll get to it in a second. Some of you might already have noticed. I got to the vet. I was sat there in this little side office meeting room thing, and they talked me through the paperwork. They'd gone through all of the pills. They'd gone through everything. They'd done absolutely everything. And the woman that was seeing me went away to get George, and it was absolutely fantastic. And I was talking to this other person, and she comes in, and George is absolutely screaming his head off, not in an excited way. Imagine you've not seen your dog all day, and your dog comes running in to see you. And George is going absolutely crazy in his little carry bag that we had him in. And the vet woman was like, "That's funny. We've not had a peep out of him all day. And as soon as he heard your voice, he absolutely started losing it. Is that not the cutest shit you've ever heard?" Oh my God, I love that cat. I love that cat. He is... I've had this metaphor on George stuck in my head the last week or so, and I'm sort of going to put it here. And I think it's because we've sort of put it down to the fact that since I've been on Twitch, I've been very pro not social masking. I social mask in so many aspects of my life that when I come on stream, I try and be myself. There's no sort of like pretense. I'm not out here trying to lie to you guys. I just try and be myself as best as possible, and a certain amount of that has allowed me to present certain more autistic tendencies that I potentially have. I'm currently going through diagnosis. Sooner or later I might actually hear about it. Fuck the NHS sometimes, because holy shit, our country is screwed when it comes to our health service, but that's a completely separate discussion. And I've allowed myself to present more autistic type tendencies, and I'm more myself than ever. I'm more myself at work, and it's a massive pro sometimes. But then I was thinking about George, and I was thinking about my inability to process change sometimes, because I don't like change. As a human being, I don't like change. Like 3/4 of my overlay, like a lot of this looks like it did the 3 or so years ago that I started Twitch streaming. But George is different. If I was to get a new job, I would fucking hate it, because I'm comfortable in my job, and comfortable is good. But I would be sort of sat there going, well, this feels different. But eventually I'd sort of settle in, and that would become the new norm. George occupies this strange position in my brain, because obviously I love him. I love him to absolute pieces. We load so much of our love on our animals. You will never find a better cared for cat in terms of our animals, because at the end of the day, DollyWhiskers is chronically ill, disabled. They are at home 24/7. We pile love upon these animals that we have access to. Imagine waking up one day and not having, this is a terrible metaphor because I can't really think of the item that would be the most relevant, but imagine waking up one day and just not having a fridge. If I was to move jobs, that's sort of like a small thing. But imagine waking up every single day and a certain amount of your image of home, like you've got a house, you've got a flat, wherever you live, it's got a bed in it, you might have a partner, it's got some of your stuff there, it's got a kitchen, it's got a fridge, it's got appliances, those sorts of things. Imagine waking up one day and not having carpets. Like you had carpets yesterday, but you don't have carpets today. Where the fuck is the carpets gone? And I don't know why this metaphor speaks to me so goddamn much. George is not going to be with us forever. He is a 15-year-old cat. I absolutely love him to pieces, and I'm sure there are other people on the internet that talk about their pets just as spiritedly as I do. But holy shit, if you have an animal that you have access to, please just give them a hug for me for as long as possible, because I've been scraping ass with regards to this subject for a couple of weeks, and I've been sort of like brute forcing myself into just hoping that that cat's going to be all right. And as much as we don't have a definitive answer, a lot of that negative experience that I was experiencing was tied to previous trauma in relation to Dolly the cat. Going back to my mantra and sort of drawing this conversation full circle, it was stupid of me to believe that I didn't come out of the situation with Dolly the cat having not learnt a skill. I learned how much I loved them after they were gone. I like, if an animal can know, I hope they knew that they were loved when they were alive and still with us. But at the same time, cancer is a really shitty thing to have to deal with. And a lot of the sort of negative feeling that I went through was with Dolly the cat when we lost them, was not really understanding or being able to fix anything. And in George's case, there is sort of an outcome. There is a potential fix to the problem. And it feels different. It's different this time. It's different this time. Yeah. How do you take care of your beard? Shampoo, regular hair shampoo. Nothing too super duper exciting. My barber recommended it. Just completely regular completely regular hair shampoo. Because the difficulty is a lot of the market is flooded with all of these different beard oils and beard shampoos and beard balms and all of that gubbins. But this is just like hair on your head. So if you want the best possible beard, you need a brush and you need regular shampoo. It literally is that. If you go out and buy a bottle of beard shampoo, it'll cost you like a car. I'm trying to think of an example. It's the beard shampoo is expensive and it does exactly the same thing hair shampoo does. Nobody wants to tell you that beard hair is more like pubes than head hair. I disagree. My hair grows out like this. It's perhaps a little bit more oily maybe, but I don't know, it's closer to my face than my head. It's definitely not pubes. My pubes are not this consistency. Like, if you've got pubes this thick, holy shit, that's impressive. But I definitely wouldn't compare my beard to pubes. Either way, we're sort of coping with the George situation as best as we can. Thank you very much for listening to me rant and rave about my animals. We're gonna put the music back on in just a second. Again, if you've been in the community for a very long time, you will know my position on asking for money. I don't do it. I don't like to do it. I don't do bits. I don't do sub recommender requests. I don't do subathons. It is a personal rule of mine. I will never do a subathon as long as I live. However, some people have asked if I need help with George, and I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Maybe a little bit, and maybe I need to be a little bit honest with myself and people wanting to be helpful with George and the costs involved with regards to his x-ray and biopsy today. So in terms of how I've used, that's just bad timing. 1 second, I'll be back in a sec. It's also funny that that 95% of the animations that come out of that redeem are really short. That is the longest one by about a minute and a half. Either way, what I was about to talk about, I've added, I had a coffee account. I've had a coffee account for some time. Ko-fi, however you pronounce it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Honestly, it's fine. Honestly, I find it a little bit funny. I've had a coffee account for quite some time. Previously, it was dedicated to helping with previously it was dedicated to helping with DollyWhiskers, my partner's therapy costs, because therapy in the UK is massively expensive. But I have altered it today with their permission that there were some costs incurred with regards to George's biopsy and x-rays and so on. And I will probably only say this once, so take advantage of it. The coffee link will remain in the Twitch title, so at some time, if you would like to help with the costs of having taken care of George today, I would really appreciate it. But of course, as always, it is not expected in terms of what you get when you do my coffee redeem. You get a link direct to the coffee page where all of those things can go, and a little paragraph of text, which I'm going to read out now just for anybody listening at home. My coffee is in my title. I don't love having it there, but George needed an x-ray and a biopsy to figure out what's wrong with his leg paw so he can get start treatment quickly. We had to pay on credit, but all future costs are covered by insurance. Any help is appreciated but never expected. We have had to put the cost of today's veterinary care on my credit card, and any future costs in terms of what happens next. He's on prescription medicines for now, and realistically anything that happens after this point will be surgeries or fix. He'll be done. He'll be fine. So the surgeries will be thousands, but those will be covered by insurance. The cost that we've put on the credit card today was not unexpected, but obviously has left us in a little bit of a black hole for the start of the year. So in 2026, at least for the time being, I'm going to have my coffee in my titles on my streams. Again, any help is appreciated, but never expected. I, as a streamer, don't like subathons. I could do a subathon, but realistically, or bits, or you know what I mean? But if I did that, a certain percentage of that goes to Twitch. If you would like to help with the George situation, coffee is the best way for you to be able to do that. I will not make a point of asking about this. This will literally be the only time that I do it, other than the fact that my coffee link will remain in my titles. I do Twitch for fun. I do Twitch to sort of interact with people. Thank you, Kirst. I do Twitch for fun. I do Twitch to interact with people. I do Twitch to manage a community of absolutely lovely individuals that I've been lucky to get to know over the course of the last 3 years. George is massively important to me, and I hope that the people are listening, or I'm told that nobody's going to care that I've said this. And people have asked for it, so that's why it's sort of there. I'm told that people will support me for just because who I am, and I'm trying to give myself a little credit. So if you have enjoyed RightBigChimken content in the last 3 years, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you for being part of the community. There is absolutely no expectation when it comes to coffee and helping us cover these costs with regards to George. But that's it. That's it. That's the whole shebang. That was a lot of emotion, and it was very strange to speak on stream with absolutely no background noise. I usually have this. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. It's because I love George and Dolly. Nothing to do with you. I would never have any less of an expectation. Like, honestly, I would never have any less of an expectation. The funny thing is, yeah, there it fucking is. Do you want to know what's funny, Kirst? Do you want to know what's funny? I was so hesitant to do this that I was talking it through with Evil Seedlit before stream. I was talking it through with Evil Seedlit before stream because Evil Seedlit was like, how do I send you money? How do I send you money? I was like, well, I don't want to ask you for it, so I'm not going to do that, but I'll meet you in the middle. I'll add my coffee to my titles, and then if somebody else donates, you have permission. And Kirst donated, so thank you very much for the support, Evil Seedlit. I do appreciate it. I will try. So in terms of a process, I do not have to do anything with regards to credit at least till the end of January. The money is paid. It's on the card. It's a non-issue. I will put any money that I get into coffee into a side account, and then when it is accrued to a certain point, I will just pay it off the credit card, and it will be. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Yes, I was going to ask, but didn't want to start the convo until you'd streamed, and I didn't want to create stress. No, it's fine. I just, you know what? I don't do this for money. I don't do the subathon thing like so many streamers do. They're like, oh, I'll do. Thank you from someone. I appreciate it. I will try to. I don't know. Nothing's gonna change. I'm not gonna be like suddenly here and oh, I've got a wig and oh, I'm gonna let you post on my social media. I'm not doing any of that shit. I will just continue to try and be my best self, and if that has earned the acknowledgement that you're willing to help me with my cat's medical care, I appreciate it so much, and I literally have no words. I will never stop thanking everybody for the support and general kindness that I've experienced on Twitch the entire time that I've been here, and any support that you can help with, George, is again greatly appreciated. I'm going to put the music back on and stop being emotional. Okay, we're going to stop talking about emotional things right now. I've also done 40 minutes of intro, so we're going to whiz through the dog of the day. The dog of the day is called Lincoln. The dog of the day is called Lincoln. There is Lincoln. Yeah, that's Lincoln. Look at him. What a boy. What a dude. What a fella. Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. This is Lincoln. He thought he would make a Facebook account to catch up with friends and family. Then he found his uncle's profile. I mean, in 2026, that's a bit unpleasant. Because I don't know if you've heard about it, but don't go on Twitter. It's bad for you, everybody. Don't go on Twitter. It is bad for you. Even though they said face, but you know what I mean. Rachel, welcome in. I hope you're good. I hope you've had an absolutely fabulous day. I hope you're good. We're going to play some Megabonk. We're going to play some Megabonk. We're going to get bonked. We're gonna bonk, chat, you and me together. Let me change my game category right now. If you have achieved anything big or small since the last time we spoke, I would love to hear about it. Our community celebrates achievements, big or small, but in the grander scheme of things, some people consider getting out of bed a big deal. Some people consider running a marathon a big deal. I don't care where you are on that spectrum. If you have done something that you would like me to tell you that I'm proud of you for, please drop it in chat so I can tell you that I'm proud of you. I'm proud of myself today. One of my New Year's resolutions for last year was to cut myself a little slack and give myself a little credit, and the coffee thing is that I'm giving myself a little credit, and I really appreciate the support. Thank you for that. Okay, 25. So I played some of this game off stream, so there's going to be a few additions to the character wheel that you've not seen yet, but I am going to play them today. We played Megabonk yesterday. It was my first time. Again, I will say I just did Pavlov and got the Ivara chassis. Shit. Let's see how pretty it is before we get started. Let's see how pretty it is before we get started. Let's see how pretty. There's just go Ivara Warframe. Oh, it's pretty. It's pretty. It is pretty. That's a pretty Warframe. I like it. It's got another night. It's got another night type. It's one of those ones again that's got two versions. It's got the blueprint. It's got two versions. Her prime is sick as hell. Can I see the prime from this? Why is that the prime up the top? That's not the prime there. I thought they usually had separate images. Oh wait, no. Holy shit. I mean, I hate that color scheme, but I can see the dream. Also, they thick. They built too, boy. Why are they so thick? Why are they so dummy thick? You could park a bus in that thigh gap. You could park a bus in that thigh gap. You could park a bus in that thigh gap. I'm just gonna repeat myself. You could park a thigh. You could park a thigh in that bus gap. You know what I mean? You could park a thigh in that bus gap. Yeah, those colors suck, but Joss has one, and I want it so bad. Do it. No, I only played Megabonk today. I have awakened something in myself, and it's scary, but it's new and exciting. Okay, so yesterday, I think we ended with Clank being unlocked, but this afternoon, I unlocked Mega Chad, which, to my knowledge, required that I applied 7 damage tomes. I think that was right. In the process of unlocking Mega Chad, I also unlocked Monkey, because Monkey was just a buy-in. I just had to buy Monkey. I didn't have enough credits when I signed off stream yesterday, but now I do. It's very exciting. And I unlocked whatever the fuck that is. There was a bush. No, I played it on stream yesterday. There was a bush that I clicked, and it started chasing me, and it had a sniper rifle, and it like 2-shot me. I managed to kill him on an additional run, and this is the guy that I got. Just a normal bush, nothing to see here. In fact, for the sake of no, but the sniper rifle weapon sucks. Random enemies are marked, also gain 1% crit damage per level. You know what? No, I'm going to dedicate myself to the bit. We're going to do a tier 1 bush run. Tier 1 bush. I've not played the character yet. This is a first experience. Give me something that benefits crit. Even more crit! So the difficulty I have with some of these characters, when you get sniper rifle, it gives you a gun you can aim, and it is very confusing to me. Increase sniper rifle. Okay, if I shoot the marked ones, they explode. That's good to know. This game's music is so good, 100%. I am right there with you. Increase sniper rifle. Evasion, not particularly exciting, but I'll deal with it. Okay. Why is the rock can't be marked? That's the dude behind the rock, right? Yes, there was a dude behind the rock. I'm gonna be honest, I was expecting to hate this mode. I don't hate it. Increased shoot arrows. I've unlocked the ability to fire a bow and arrow with my butt cheeks, apparently. I don't think it's... That's good. That's another 10 crit. I don't think it's particularly easy to fire a bow and arrow whilst wielding a sniper rifle. Anyway. Oh god, more crit. Precision is good. Precision is good if I can increase attack speed and projectiles. Let's get on the board with precision. I'll try and talk you through my progress next time I unlock an ability, because I am going for certain abilities that I've seen have been quite good. Okay, before we move on, there are a couple of things that I'm trying to go for. I'm trying to go for criticals. I'm trying to go, therefore I'm trying to go for increased crit chance. So every time I hit something, that increases the chance of me doing critical damage. But at the same time, if I increase attack speed and attack projectiles, every time I like fire an arrow in a direction, not only does it crit, but I can do it a lot faster. So the crits just keep on, it's like spamming crits. Yeah, we're gonna take that. And we're gonna get 2 skills now because there are 2 chests on top of each other. Moldy cheese is good for poison. Let me just check something, one sec. Yes, I did turn the sound up, that's fine. Absolutely smashing it. Lifesteal, increased sniper rifle. I probably should move away from here because I'm just killing everything on one spot and not examining anything. Concentration, concentration, concentration. Increase precision. I'm gonna die now. There's people behind me. I got the golem. I need to heal. No! Fuck. I got pinned by a tree. Okay, I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I don't like the sniper rifle. I like the passive aiming. I like things that are doing the... I like the skills that are doing the shooting for me. Okay, that was Le Bush. I am now going to try Le Chad. He wields the perfect, most powerful jawline. Damages it. He comes with aura. Flex to stop damage. Okay, let's try it. Same difficulty. Let's try it. I like the aura ability. Oh my god, why is the chat so buff? Why is this song such a banger? Same logic with the projectile speed. I can't believe how good this game's music is. Music really is enjoyable. It is, isn't it? Increased aura size. We are aura farming this stream. Total aura farm. Watch as I walk and these people explode. I got a speed tame already, so I want to get on the board with precision. Wait. I've just had an amazing idea. If I can remember where the hell I put it. Where the hell did I put it? Oh! Yeah, that works for me. Crit chance. Hi, Sanguine. How's it going? Hope you're good. Reflect any incoming damage back to the attacker and gain a short invulnerability. How is the hospital? Is it going good? Shoot arrows. Projectile speed. Still waiting for some test results. I hope it is resolved quick. I hope it is straightforward and magical for you. Increase aura size. Increase aura size. My aura is so big. Just stopping by to go to bed, no worries. I'm a mega Chad. I'm a mega Chad, Sanguine. Did you know? Did you know? Thank you very much for the contribution. Increase aura! Increase aura! Increase aura! This is probably a massive mistake. But look how big my circle is now. My circle is huge! My brain cannot read Pinkle Lemonade. No, Pink Lemonade. I read it as Pinkle. It's definitely not Pinkle. Definitely not Pinkle. Yes, that is exactly what my brain does too. It definitely reads as Pinkle. You're not that weird. Don't worry about it. Increase bow. Okay, I'm not increasing the aura anymore. No, I want bow size. Bow size, please. Attack speed. Is the light effect a little bit too much? Be honest. Giga Chad might be my new favorite. Critical. It doesn't bother me. Cool, I'll leave it then. Goblins! So many goblins. Side view because of work, boo, not an issue, no worries. Thank you. I will leave the disco on. It kind of works for me. More damage to enemies above 90%. How are we doing for time? We're doing quite well for time. I think we've done... Standing still heals you. I think we've done a nice reasonable amount of stat buffing. Only here for a quick hello before I go back to lurking. No worries, stuff. Hope you're good. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Thank you for returning your winter egg and borrowing a marshmallow egg. There's a fucking magnet there, which is ridiculous with that amount of coins on the floor. Increase projectiles. Increase precision. Increase projectile speeds. Oh god. Increase bow. Precision. Precision. Deal 50% more damage while airborne. Jump everywhere I go. Crit chance increased. I have no money. There's a boss chest on the ground over there that I'm not picked up yet. Extra jumps. Over that boss chest that I didn't open for some reason. Why is there just a boss chest there? Charge shrine, charge 4% faster and gets okay. Increase aura size. Increased aura size. It's getting bad though. I have no shield either. I need to remember I have no shield. Okay, I think the crit and the aura is a good combination with how well this is going. I'm gonna start looking for the portal. Leaving aura damage at 10. Increase crit chance. There's the portal. I see the portal. I found the portal. Ad starting any second, chat. Earn money by moving around? Sure. Never stop moving. Attack speed. Crit chance. Elite spawn increase? No. Projectile speed. God. Precision! Armor! I have none. You can't increase armor if you don't have it. I see a bomb on the floor. Gonna touch the bomb. Crit chance. I'm basically critting anything that walks into my general area. Touch this. And I'm not even jumping to do additional damage either, because if I jump, I'll do more damage. Where was the portal? Was it this way? No, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. Don't worry. I see it. I see it. Increased aura again. Come on, something ridiculous. Give me... Increase luck by 2% when opening a chest. Also increase chest price by 10%. That's fine. I'm getting money from walking around. Precision! That's boring. That's fine. It's not going to be as good if I take too much damage. I can basically kill all of his little friends. I just need to stay in his proximity and not die to the ghosts. Yeah, we got this. We got this. And that's how you win as Chad. That's how you win as Chad. Precision! We're going to increase bow. We're going to increase projectile speed. We're going to increase bow. We're going to increase bow. We're going to increase bow. Okay, I think this has actually turned out quite well. I think the portal is now open. Take that. No? The portal is not open. I'm just living past this point because I'm on the easy difficulty. Welcome back, chat. I killed the boss. Now I'm just walking around like a badass because I'm on the lower difficulty. But as it turns out, Aura Boy is Aura Good. Boost movement speed upon taking damage. Also gains 5% movement speed. Using an interactable summons ghosts. They can't even touch me, I'm magic! Sooner or later, this will not work as well as it is now. In fact, I think that time is about to happen. Yeah, all it's gonna take is one of those elites from the... I broke my legs! This is it! There we go. We're dead. I died. You dead. Maybe him skill issue? I don't think that's English. Anyway, we're gonna turn off the disco animation now, because holy shit. If you have been affected by my disco animation, I apologize. But that was the first tier with the Giga Chad. The Mega Chad? The Mega Chad, sorry. The Mega Chad. It's a Mega Chad chat because Megabonk clues in the name. What can I unlock? Can I unlock a character? No, you did it. I did. First try. First prize. First prize. First prize. I'm now unlocking the Slutty Rocket. I don't know why. I just am. And I've got a perfect 12 to unlock a demonic soul. Increase damage by 0.1% per kill. Sure. Play. Who have I not done now? I've not done the monkey, but I don't... I like the Mega Chad. I like the Mega Chad. How much time have we got? Let's do the monkey and then go back to the Mega Chad. You know what? I'm also going to include tier 2, which means we will get 2 levels for the price of 1. So let's do 2. Let's do this. Monkey! Okay, so this is going to be good as well, because if I can increase crit and projectile speed, this is just going to work. It's going to work in exactly the same way. Size. There we go. Bananarang. Projectile speed. My bananas, they do speed up. That's good. That's fine. I want an aura as well. XP tome. No, get the aura. If I can combine the two and have the monkey with the aura of the Giga Chad. Shield for 1 point of defense. I'm not gonna waste that. I'm not gonna waste that magnet. Hi, Nye. Is that what? Is that your Pinot Parker? Is that your Pinot Parker? Is it? I need to know. Is that your Pinot Parker? Yeah, I'm mega bonking my Pinot Parker. Thank you for observing. Don't observe me, Nye! You know I don't like to be observed. Attack speed. The Megabonk will create a mega combat. Jesus. I mean, it was a very brave thing of you to say. You're so brave for saying what you just said. So brave. So true, Mobsty. Okay, we got this. We're not a fan. I prefer the Giga Chat. Kine, hi. I prefer the Giga Chat, Kine. The Mega Chat, Kine. I prefer the Mega Chat. That's a good thing. It's a good thing you're here, Kine. As a Mega Chat yourself. Monkey. Thorns. My name isn't Chad. I know exactly what your name is. Ooh. Monkey, curse an enemy dealing 30% of damage. Marmadew. I do. We've exchanged currency. All joking aside, me and Kine have exchanged currencies on PayPal. I have their name. I have their name. I have their name. I do. Hi, Dilemma. We're bonking, Dilemma. Is that okay? Oh, no. Bigger aura. You paid for my feed pics? 100%. Who wouldn't? Am I right? Look at this big, handsome green goblin. Who wouldn't pay for those feed pictures? I'm dead. Kine, if I wanted your feet pictures, I would just go to my fridge and look at a block of cheese. I can't decide if that's a compliment or a really good insult. I don't like the monkey. I don't like the banana. I don't like the banana. The monkey is dead to me. How's it going, Kine? I hope you're having a good day. I liked the Mega Chad. I feel like the Mega Chad, he's doing something for me. I take that as derogatory because of your cheesy beans. Would you say your beans are cheesy, Kine? I don't know what the Mega Chad is doing, but he's definitely doing something. This might be the shortest run ever, but the sniper is here. I'm gonna die. This is... yeah, I'm instantly dead. Yeah, instantly dead. That was really dumb. I was doing fine. Mother and I were having fun with B and Repo. It was mostly playable. Interesting. Evil Sealet, thank you for the... Do we have an ETA on the arrival of your replacement PC cable, Kine? Is it still on the way? I was hoping for beans. You can have free beans. Beans. The best beans in life are free, chat. And that's coming from an Englishman. Fire a homing missile? For free? My Mega Chad is firing a homing missile. I don't know where from his body it's coming out, but there is definitely a homing missile happening. Sorry, a slutty rocket. Wait till more RAM, please. Sorry. We can't afford that because Nvidia have invested all of their RAM into AI like a bunch of fucking idiots. $900? Yeah. Wasn't it nice to have RAM? I'm quite happy that I bought the RAM that I did when I bought the RAM that I did, because fuck buying it now. If I'm ever destitute, I'll just sell the RAM and the GPU from my PC. I mean, I wouldn't have a PC anymore, but at least I'd have money, apparently, in 2026. Good night, Nye. I must perish. Please don't perish. We love you. Don't perish. Please don't die, Nye. Bigger aura. The hell is that? There was one skeleton then that just didn't want to die. The sad thing is, I've not unlocked any additional characters live on stream. It was shipped today, estimated for the 10th. Not the earliest. It was a... Yeah, that's not too bad. Increased crit chance. I've taken more damage than I would have liked. I see health. Increased aura. Much faster shipping than that last one. Yes, your last one took freaking years. Everybody, before Christmas, Kind's laptop cable died, and it's been a saga getting a replacement, basically. Cross your fingers for him that the replacement is the correct one and it works this time. December in general fucking sucked. I mean, 2026, the beginning of, could have been much better, in my opinion. Why is DollyWhiskers playing Yorkshire Gubbins? Oh, Dolly, this is a quality of life check. Is your quality of life okay? Why are you playing Yorkshire Gubbins at this time of night? We still gonna play Risk of Rain 2 sometime, Chimmy? Yeah, when your PC's back up, I would love to play Risk of Rain 2. Risk of Rain 2 actually would probably be a really good game to play in this segment. Would you say that this is similar? It sure looks like it. So this is a little bit closer to Vampire Survivors as opposed to Risk of Rain, I think. Risk of Rain is... I'm trying to think of why I think that is. I think this is close. I think this is closer to Vampire Survivors, basically. I could be wrong. Don't come at me if I'm wrong. But I think I'm right. Also, Kind, this game is the shit. It just doesn't have multiplayer, which is depressing. I got boosted movement speed upon taking damage. Also gain 5% movement speed. Nice. I see a mower. I see a statue head. Increase projectiles. Fire more missiles. Where is he firing those missiles from? Who knows? Increased damage by... Oh, I can see it being like Vampire Survivors because of the leveling system. Everything else is very Risk of Rain, though. Yeah, I get that. Also, they've done an expansion for Risk of Rain as well, which I have not tried yet. There were some bad times with Risk of Rain because the developers did something bad and it basically blocked the game for a little bit. I don't have it either. I think there's 2 expansions. I have the first expansion. I don't have the second. But I'm about 95% sure if I have the expansion, you get to experience it at the same time. If you have the base game. Increased aura. Increased projectiles. Increased projectiles. Increased projectiles. Increased projectiles. Fire missiles. Increased projectiles. Increased crit. It is a fun game, but I can only deal with it so much on my own. Yeah, that's cool. I got really into Risk of Rain 2 with a friend. I like when the numbers go up. I also quite enjoyed... They did a remaster of the original, which is also very good. Very different, but very good. Increase projectiles! Look at all the missiles! It was a very... They remastered the first Risk of Rain. It was a very competent remaster. I very much enjoyed it. Very, very much. Fires the missiles. Increase damage to rockets. Increased aura. Increased attack speed. Increased attack speed. I love your little walk. It's because I've shit myself. It's not. I've not shat myself. I'm just a mega Chad. It's like Conor McGregor. I mean, I know who he is, but you've lost me there a little bit. Reminds you of Earthworm Jim. That is a deep cut reference. Increase missile support. They will never get close to me because I have missiles. I loved Earthworm Jim. I loved Earthworm Jim. I like the cartoon. The cartoon was always fun. Earthworm Jim, he's such a mighty guy. Earthworm Jim, he rockets through the sky. Jim was just a dirty chewing, eat up worm grass. Something like that. Goal gain. Earthworm Jim. Well, there's the title for a stream. That's a title for a stream you got there, Seedlit. That's how streams happen. Cooldown tome. You're welcome. Cooldown tome. I'm basically firing rockets constantly now. I'm not touching that fucking sneaky bush again. That was a mistake. I need to think about going to find the, I need to go and find the, I need to go find the portal. And actually spend some of my ridiculous amount of money. Gain 2 thorns for every armor. I have no armor. Give me poison. I want poison. Attack speed is fine. Have we seen the portal this run? I can't remember. I don't think we have. I did not realize the same game Dave's made MDK. Now that was a Racky game. What MDK? What does MDK stand for? MDK isn't the game with the guy that's like in a robot suit with the pointy back of his head, is it? Is that MDK? Oh my god, I had that. Let me tell you, I had an MDK free with a PC once. It came installed when I bought the PC. That was an incredible game. Duration. Four-armed dog, yeah. And there's the four-armed dog, I think. Yep. I remember. Good game. Good game, kind. Good game. Good game, kind. Good game. Where is the portal? It's going to become a problem if I can't find it, and I'm not seeing Storm. Crit damage. Good old PlayStation games. I would like an additional slutty rocket. More missiles! Even more missiles! I mean, this build is going great, but I have absolutely no idea where the portal is. We must go in search of the portal. Attack speed. Am I actively being dumb? Where the hell is this portal? You want to fight crime in a gimp suit? Thank you, Jura. Attack speed. No, really, this is becoming a problem. I can't see. The red line isn't anywhere, and I don't know where the portal is. Hi, Merrick. If you see the portal, could you tell me? I mean, oh! That's a proc on hit effects. I mean, 3/4 of things aren't even getting anywhere near me because the missiles are doing it all the work. But the ghosts are now going to be a problem because they're just going to be coming from every direction until I can't find the ball. Where? Oh, it's up there. Shit. We might be in trouble here, boys. We might be in trouble here, boys. How's the box today? I'm having a nice time. I couldn't find the portal in this one, but my build is good, so hopefully I can last, Jura. Hopefully I can last. That's what he said. Jura, would you like to borrow a ginger cat? He's a little bit worse for wear right now, but holy shit, is he active this evening? Okay, do not immediately die. Do not immediately die. Okay, the guy needs to die. He's almost dead. Aura. Quantity. I have to go through the portal, otherwise I'm gonna. I lost a load of XP then. I'll take my grandson, no problem. He didn't see us for a day and is trying to fill all of the time that he missed in 5 minutes. He has been chuntering up a storm, but he's good. Marek, thank you for the button press. Okay, I need to continue to buff my man. Power up drop chance. This that titty girl mantra, this that blonde, she just touched down in LA. I don't know the song. I've heard it enough times said by you that I know the tune. How's it going, Nats? How's the rest of your subathon? Can I get a shout out for Nats, please? Nats is one of the bestest friends of all of my friends, chat. They're doing a subathon right now, and they've done very well today. Do I have any mods right now, or do I need to do it? Thank you. Go, drop, Nats, a follow if you're not already following Nats. Day one was Pog. It did look like you were having fun. I'm glad. Did you enjoy Megabonk? Will there be more bonking in your future? Will there be more bonking in your future? There'll be more bonking in your future. Good to hear. I unlocked the Giga Chad. You want to know what's also funny? You got me to unlock the Giga Chad because I was in a run at the time and I didn't know how to unlock him, and you read the description which taught me how to unlock him, so I unlocked the Giga Chad. Mega Chad, whatever, you know what I mean. Fucking GG. Oh, I love this game. The music, the fun, the memories working together through time and space. That is the CNK way. Crit damage. CNK. CNK. Crit damage. Music is more like Vampire Survivors. Okay, the missiles are doing the work against that boss. The longer you stand still, the more damage you do. Okay, I can't stand still for too long. Nice. Then I got the Libby app on my phone and connecting my library card to it, so now I can read books easier. I need to... Now that we've got the news about... Now that you've reminded me, Jura, now that we've got the news about George, we need to sort out the book for the first quarter of this year. For the book club. The book club.
Wow.
Was it good news, Chim? I will send. It was neither, but it wasn't bad news. I'll send you a. In fact, while you've actually asked the question, I will send you the text now because I did a whole discussion point in it at the beginning of stream, and I didn't put it in a place that you could read it, Kine. I put it in CNK. You may now read it, Kine. Okay, the goblins are becoming a little bit too much. Slutty Rocket! Oh no! Oh no! Attack speed! Oh god, curse an enemy dealing 30% of their max damage every second, charging a charge shrine. Use interactables! I've got so much money, I need to spend some money. 20% damage cost. Oh, that's fine. Slight dip in. Look at the missiles! They're just firing constantly. And I still got the cursed thing anyway. Earn more gold from killing enemies seems like it would be good. Okay, we're not going to wait this time. I'm going to go find the portal now. No, stay there. I want more juice. I want you to know I read your message about 5 times with breaks in between before I apply. Still couldn't think of a better reply. You did. It was great. It was like, it wasn't good news. It wasn't bad news. Let me get to a point where I can pause it. One sec. Let me. I just read it myself. It wasn't good news. It wasn't bad news. It was... Okay, the big difference this time for anybody... Again, I talked about this at the beginning of the stream. This is an important conversation, which is why I've turned the sound of the game off. The big difference with this was that when we took Dolly the cat in, which was our previous cat, not George up in the corner, they had a tumor on their head. And when we took them for an X-ray, they got an X-ray and it was like, oh, they're gonna die. We just need to figure out when. In George's case, the fact that they still don't know what it is, we're taking it as a major positive because they can't go one way or another. But arguably, like I said in the message to everybody else, I'm leaning towards second infection because osteomyelitis is the technical term which I talked about, and everybody might go, oh, but that's just cope because your cat might be ill. And yes, my cat could be ill, but there are certain things that line up with the osteomyelitis diagnosis as opposed to the big C diagnosis. But either way, it's the same outcome because Dolly the cat died because of olfactory... They lost the ability to smell and therefore stopped eating. It wasn't necessary. It was the tumor, of course, but the outcome would have been the same because they would have stopped eating because they lost their ability to smell. George's foot is a completely different situation, and there are, regardless of the consequences, there's an outcome this time. It's different, and I keep saying the mantra to everybody. It's different. I'm different. Dolly the person is different. George is different. He is eating, he is drinking, he is sleeping. He is so goddamn affectionate. You have no idea. He's absolutely dosed up on pain medication. So of course, since he's come back from the vet, he's been using the leg again. Which could also mean that it was an infection. So I'm not going to say I'm positive. I'm not going to say it's bad news. It's contextualize the situation a lot better than the information that we had before. So it could still be a bad outcome, but that bad outcome isn't as cut and dry as the situation with Dolly the cat was. And the response that we had to the big C word because of that kind of makes sense. Because me and DollyWhiskers, the person, has a massive amount of trauma with the loss of that cat. George is a completely different cell, but at the same time, there's a potential way to treat him, and there wasn't for Dolly. Dolly was just cut and dry, and that absolutely killed us. But at the same time, we didn't have the experience to know the care that she needed. We learnt it while doing. This time around, we can take everything that we learnt from Dolly and apply it to George and be prepared for the stuff that's potentially going to come. And yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But that's it. That's my piece. So sorry to bring that up a second time today. I didn't mean to pause midstream. I will finish the run for Megabonk now. I'm going to turn the music back on. That's it, everybody. That's it. And again, I will say thank you very much to the people that you know who you are. You know what you did. Max HP. Ooh, crit chance. Standing still heals you. So I have a buff right now. Standing still heals me, but also increases my damage. The longer you stand still, again. Jump height. I've done a full circle. I don't know where the portal is. Did we see the portal? I don't think we did. And I'm dead. I got 2 shot. That wasn't even a boss. What did I get hit by? Anyway, I wasn't paying attention. But again, thank you for Kine. I've just seen your reaction to that message. Thank you, Kine. We're taking care of him like we always do. He is back to the risk of rain comparison for me being lost and confused. Let's have a quick... Let's have a... I mean, I've got some stuff to spend. One sec. We'll be fine, Kine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm gonna buy a Christmas hat. Ho ho ho, it does nothing, but it's pretty cool. I've got time for another run. I think I probably have time for another run. Let's go for another run. You reckon it'll get sucked into it enough to be one to be on the leaderboard? Some of the leaderboard I've got, so let's just put this into context, right? Let's just put this into context. I have 5,800 points as my maximum score. The highest score is 1.13 million. I would have to accidentally luck into one hell of a build to be able to get that far. One hell of a build. I'm gonna do... I'm gonna be Dark Clank. We're gonna be Dark Clank right now, and I can put a Santa hat on him. He got more maps added to the rotation, and winter event stuff got removed, but they kept the snowball paths in Alpines even more fun whenever we play again. They got more maps? What maps did they get added? Wait. What do you mean? Well, that's a mod. They also kept the chests looking like presents. Wait. 4 hours ago, removed holiday event, added more maps into the rotation. What does that mean? Not a new biome. I think they just made more generations. Oh, interesting. So in theory, it could be like, desert and another one. I get it. We should play some more. I enjoy it. It's not a game. If anything, Peak is probably another game that could fit into this new category. That one time I had a date with Peak, or whatever we're calling it. Let's go with that. Sad I missed out on the snow covered everything, but alas. It is what it is, Kine. It is what it is. I can join you on Peak now, although I do need to do some runs myself to get used to the mechanics. Yes, we should do Peak to get Cursed involved. Let me wash away some of the. Okay, Cursed. Okay, Cursed. Realistically, depending on how George goes, his situation will be resolved by the end of the month. If we've not done it by the end of the month, we will do it as soon as possible in February. I'm not sure I'm going to do any collabs in January of any kind. So let me get past the George thing, because I don't want to plan it and then have to cancel if something happens with George. Let me get round the George thing, because in 2 weeks we'll know if the antibiotics are working, and if they're not working, he has to go for surgery, which realistically will be basically immediate. I need to get practicing. You've got like the month, basically. Chim likes to hang around in Alpines. I do not. That is you and Nats, and it is fucking infuriating. In fact, fuck you, Kine. You've got the month, Kirst. You've got the month. We'll make it a special event. Fuck me, fuck you, Kine. No, fuck you. That's boring. Projectile count. Projectile count. Mushroom biome, worst biome. I still need to get the sodding desert temple. It's not my fault the snow starts up as we're moving. I've never got a chance to play the newest biome outside of one time. I still need to get the sodding desert temple. I've still never got the desert temple, and it is upsetting. Quantity. TLB, thank you for hitting me with your morning star. TLB, are you all better now? You were sick. You were sick, TLB. Thank you for the contribution. Are you all better now, TLB? You were sick, TLB. You were sick. Still sick, but almost back to normal. Good. Get some rest, you filthy animal. Oh, because we're gonna do we're gonna do this because it's probably the final run of the night. I like this. I've decided I like this. I put the disco on earlier. I've decided I like it. The one time I played, I found a mandrake and it got me stuck in the endless sleeping loop. Run couldn't be saved. Got this called from my sister and she was sick for like 3 weeks. Ugh. That'll be me next. That'll be me next. We'll get George resolved. We'll get George resolved and everything will be good. And then I'll get ill. I shouldn't joke, but I feel like that's some sort of prophetic dream. Dolly's gran visited at the weekend and they were coughing up a storm and we were both sort of looking at each other going, they're going to get us ill, aren't they? They're going to get us ill. And then the car breaks down. Do not say that. I have to take the car in for servicing at the end of the month. It's probably also going to be expensive. It's all happening. We've got cancer scares. We've got car servicing. We've got me potentially getting a cold. We've got work being probably my busiest month of the year. That's fine. Lifesteal. Projectile speed. My sister just got sick as well. So hopefully it doesn't get brought into this house. Can't get cold with that cool scarf on. It has pockets. It does. This scarf. Kine, have you ever seen something so amazing as a scarf with pockets? This scarf has pockets, Kine. I'm dead. I got too busy looking at chat and waving my scarf around. That's probably that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not too mad at that. We've come up to the end of it. No, it's fine. It's fine. We I've seen scarves with cool claw gloves, so this is lovely. This is hand knitted Irish wool. And hand knitted Irish wool. It was a gift for DollyWhiskers at Christmas, but they basically decided that they probably weren't going to wear it because they don't go out very often, so I get to wear it. I get the warmness round my neck. Chat. Chat, 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 chat. Chat. That's it. That's Megabonk for the day. I'm going to turn off the disco. With the weather lately, I need more warmth inside. I'll come warm you up, kind. I will be back Friday. It's been... What's up, Jura? Are you okay? What's up, Jura? Are you okay? Chat. Thank you. Okay, Jura's lost it. Jura's gone crazy, everybody. I'll be back Friday. I'm gonna take a couple of days. I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna hug my cat son. I'm gonna play some video games off stream, and we're gonna try and return to a little bit of normalcy as of Friday. Officially, I was gonna play Warframe, Guild Wars, and Minecraft during the week when we started 2026, but this week's been a little bit of a wash. So I don't really know what's gonna happen Friday. If it's Megabonk, I apologize. I kind of want to unlock some more characters, so I will have to find out what's required. Like, buy the weapon axe, buy the weapon a geese, complete forest tier 2, kill 100 enemies with the tornado weapon. We might be able to get some of these. Apologies needed. It might be Megabonk on Friday. You know what? It might be Megabonk on Friday, purely for the acknowledgement of how weird this fucking week's been with George and so on. And then we'll try to start 2026 and streaming again on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, etc. So I will put I don't know what Friday's going to be. No. It could be amazing. It could be different. It could be exciting. It could be nothing at all. I don't know. That's it. Thank you very much for being here. I'm going to look directly at the camera because I need to take a photo of myself for my thumbnail. We'll start 2026 in February. I like that. I don't like that smile that I just did. I felt very uncomfortable smiling just then. No. It's really... I'm now posing. I'm now sat here posing. No, I always do that too. It's always like this. It's always like this. I'm always in my thumbnails. I'm always like this. Like I don't know where that came from. I don't do that in public. Chat. That was a good smile, Jura. I saw the smile I just did. That was a good smile, Jura. I saw it. But you all saw it, chat. You all saw it. I'm going to raid out. I'm going to do some stuff. I'm going to probably eat some crumpets before bed because I have a crumpet edition. I'm being very British this year. And you're going to go hug your loved ones, sniff your beloved family animals. Generally, just take care of yourselves. I will be back Friday. Or am I lying? I might be lying a tiny bit. I might be back Thursday because I don't have work Thursday afternoon. So I might get an early stream in depending on how things go. And then I'm just going to stop talking. If you see me earlier than Friday, that's a gift to you. Not lying if you don't do it purposely. Yeah, well, that's fair. I might be lying. I might not be lying, so I don't know. I'm not saying my schedule will continue to be a little bit all over the place in 2026, but I'm not saying it won't, because I'm playing games that I'm not meant to be playing, and I'm doing things that I'm not meant to be doing. But I'm really happy with where the channel is, And right now, it's just nice to have something to sort of keep mind off things. So, chat, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm really glad you exist. You show up, and that's more than enough. Thank you. You should know you, Jurek. No, you. Chat, I'm really glad you exist. At the beginning of my streams, I ask if there's anything I could be proud of you for. So at the end of my streams, I like to say something different. Chat, I'm also really proud of you for existing. The world is a dark, scary place right now, socially, economically, politically, and the fact that you are still alive is something to be massively proud of. I'm so proud of you for being alive, chat. It is massively important that you are, and please continue to do so. Be and or what? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Couple of reminders. You do not need to watch my content. You do not need to be in chat. You do not need to lurk in chat. The lurking is always appreciated. What I want you to do is focus on that existence as best as you possibly can, and if my content can make that existence a little bit better, that is the niche that I'm trying to fill on the internet. It's at this point of the stream I invite anybody still listening to type the word fuck into chat. Fuck is a multifaceted word. It can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. So this is how it works, chat. Fuck I love my friends. That's a good one. Fuck I love gray area medical results. Not good, it's not bad, it's just gray, it's positivity. I like the fact that the George situation is much more manageable. So fuck. I'm trying to think of the wording. I can't think of it. Fuck. I really appreciate you as a community. Fuck. Thank you everybody that interacted with my coffee at the beginning of the stream. It means a lot. And I will say this once more. I said I was only going to say it once this stream, but there is a coffee link in my titles now. Here's why. That's why. And it will be there for a bit. I fucking hate it, but that's life. And I really appreciate everybody that did show the support at the beginning of stream. Thank you so much. The negatives. Fuck the Trump administration. Fuck the British Labour government. Fuck losing people too soon. Fuck cancer. Fuck Sjogren's disease. Fuck epilepsy. Fuck chronic health conditions. Fuck ableism, fuck intolerance, fuck transphobia, fuck losing people too soon. I feel like I'm repeating myself immediately, so I'm going to stop. Fuck, it's been a week and it's only Tuesday. I'm going to find somebody to raid. 1 second. And I'm not going to... Yesterday, I pressed the button on instinct and I wasn't done speaking. So I'm not going to rush to press the button. Press the button. I feel like I want to raid somebody I know today, so we are going to raid. You know who we're going to raid? We're going to raid Gaming Bug Guy. They've been in here a couple of times recently. Change of plan, nerds. I'm feeling spooky. Apparently, they're playing a horror game. No idea. No idea what the horror game is. It just says gaming and demos. Gaming Bug Guy. I'll send you in that direction. Go show them some love. Go show them support. If you're subscribed, drop a raid emote on arrival. If you're unsubscribed, there are some raid messages in chat. Like I said, I will be back Friday. I might be back Thursday. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm just bald and bearded on the internet. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best, and that's all that you can ask of me. That's all you can ask of me. Thank you for being here. You're all great. I love you. I'm going to open my box. I've opened my box. It's a witch's hat and it's a duplicate. It's not very exciting. I'll see you when I see you. Take care of yourselves. Drink plenty of water. I ask that you're kind to yourself. I'm fucking trying. I will say the same thing to you that I said to Evil Seedlit when we were talking through the thing that's now in my title. The fact that I have done that is a big deal. I fucking hate it. I fucking hate having that in my title, but here we are. I'll see you around.